Hey yo, Ezequielized Odyssey. Well, got something to tell you what happened, what's going on about the World War III. Well, right now, there's like Russia and Ukraine, they're just attacking each other right now. So that's the news that there has been going on about the biggest news. They're attacking each other from like feud to feud and, and economic to economic. You know, It could be something that could be end up with the politics within the U.S. and all that. Well, things are gonna get really bad. I hate to say this. I've been seeing all the World War series before, since I played the video game of Call of Duty. World War I, World War II. Those are those series that I've been looked so far. It looks pretty scary because all of it is just pretty scary and everything is dangerous. All that they do is just sit there and just shoot each other. And plus they have to just kill each other, and they just have to be responsible to have a salute, to have prayers for God, and that they need to like for faith and stuff. That's not working. The problem is God needs to like one of those to do one of those the money they need to compromise their politics. You know what I mean? Because Joe Biden, looks like he's not a good president because he's not getting to improve a lot for the money. You know what I mean? But that's a problem because Trump built wall and to get rid of the economics to deal with it. That's a problem. Trump had made the idea. Biden made the idea to build back better to make the economic bigger. That's not build back better. You're gonna have to deal with war. You know what I mean? World war. Because a lot of countries and around the NATO countries are angry with Joe Biden because World War III, it can be more very damn serious about that shit. Mexico's not going to be involved, and plus, all the Spanish countries are not getting involved, including South America too. I think they're good now, but Africa is going to be a problem because there's going to be a lot of attackers about South Africa because, Joe Biden's racist. So hopefully Africa can have more attackers. They can deal with their problems. You know what I mean? It's because Joe Biden hates black people. I get it now. I'm getting tired of his own narratives now. His nasty narratives is not going to get better as Trump's administrations. You know what I mean? Because his is not greater, I believe it's not going to be helpful for now, because World War III is going to be the new one that's going to happen. If there has a no-fly zone going on, World War III would be started on already because Ukraine and Russia, they're starting to attack each other, including Putin and Zelensky. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? This is what happens, like I'm trying to warn them all my rap stars or artists and any people that we need to warn about the people about getting attacked in the World War III from the US. So I'm expected that's going to happen pretty soon. So hopefully different countries are going to have to deal with it on its own to become another attackers, like within day to day or cross to cross, it's going to be bad. Praying for miracles isn't going to work. But healing America is not going to work. Build it back better is not going to work. Because I see a lot of enemies. They just don't trust too well. Because they want a world war and they want to attack each other. You know what I mean? And protesters like Black Lives Matter, it's going to start. Like whoever people who is going to start their own problems. Like Daryl. You know what I mean? If you're watching this video, you should never listen to what you done. And you should never listen to one of those people that you shouldn't have. If I'm not the bad person, if I'm the bad person, you should go off. You know what I mean? You don't need me anymore. You don't need anyone anymore. You're just original Daryl, not Darylized Odyssey or anyone. You're just the original guy. Okay? I'm telling you, you're not listening. If you're coming to my house, then there is going to be war. I'm serious. World War III will be the big shit of you if you don't shut up. You know what I mean? So you gotta better watch it and learn about yourself, bitch. Well, all you have to do, just we're trying to do some of the good things and try to respect for the people as each other. You know, that's a people's lesson. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, they have like worst people ever. You know what I mean? In America, they don't know what they're doing. You know, like if you're in the World War III side, I'm sure you're not Joe Biden fan or Trump or Putin or Obama. That means you're the Bush fan. You know what I mean? But it's good because, or Reagan or whatever those presidents in the past. If you're a real life president that you've been up to, then if you're part of the World War III side, then you're not Obama or Putin or Biden and Trump fan. But it's good because we need to have to sacrifice everything in America that we don't need. You know? Hopefully it's going to be the end of the world. Because nothing is going to have to change what we have to do in the whole thing. The whole climate politics, that is going to change in the next few years if until the World War III will be over. After this, there will be a new president. You know, like a strongest white president who can take over as a to stop the World War III. But someone else needs to take care of it. I'm not going to take care of it. No way. I'm not a president. I'm just trying to tell you, you have to organize their thingy. And do the right thing and do what they expected, what you want to do. To stop this World War III war in America. You know what I mean? Hopefully this might be end for the next few years. So that won't be taking about 2025 or 2026. It's going to be a while because Russia and Ukraine, they're having a lot of problems. And who's going to kill Putin? Who's going to kill Joe Biden? Who's going to kill Obama? Who's going to kill Donald Trump? Well, it's going to be like every country's from Russia or any people that were going to attack them. That's going to be a problem because America is in trouble. Because they're having a lot of problems to attack each other. If they don't believe each other or happy each other, if you don't approach any of those politics that you keep going, like if you're part of the Democrat, you can shut your mouth. Or you can just die if you do have to. You know why? You guys are having beefs and problems about it. As a kid, I never had problems with presidents. You know what I mean? I care about Bush because Bush is the best. But you're not a Bush fan. You know why? You're just exactly what you expected about politics. Okay? I'm here to kneel like George Floyd. And that's the problem. You know why? World War III is coming. The Civil War is coming. Every time, if I see like dead people coming up like in the next few days or next week or month, man, it's gonna be worse if we got World War III. That's gonna be the problem for the rest of the people and the rest of the freedoms, the rest of the countries. Man, it's gonna be the political bullshit. You know? I just hate to see all the crimes that are gonna keep higher ups because that's gonna be a lot of trouble. And cops, they're gonna try to figure out how they're gonna stop World War III. You know what I mean? But if you want to make the plan to change it, change their license to open up the promise of the future. You know, there is no sign that is going to happen because I don't know if everybody else is going to attack everyone. It could be exactly who is going to start with this battle, besides Russia and Ukraine. Well, hopefully Poland and Switzerland, or it could be like maybe Sweden or Norway, the NATO countries, Canada. It can be a lot of problem. Or Africa countries like South Africa, because he hates Joe Biden. Think of that. Think of that bullshit. NATO countries can hate Donald Trump too. They're going to have to look for Trump and die. This is what happens if you're taking over the office in America to make all those fake news to put down away. The politics could be extra punished, and every people they can fall down. That's going to be the huge problem and a huge favor for all the people in the American dream would be dead. Then America would be gone. And then who's going to take care of America? If America is going to raising prices and all those oils and all those weed and all those good stuff that they need to produce, man, hopefully there is going to be new Republicans and new countries that can separate off from America. But that's a problem, because if they have to succeed, that includes California or any state. You know what I mean? It can be a lot of problem. You know what I mean? It can be worse for any country that can support with. It can be any country that can fall down. Like it did fall down on all the statues by Black Lives Matter. That's 2 years ago. Now, they're about to get worse for this decade. Because World War III is going to be it's going to be really hype and really worse. And you don't want to see me like doing like the messed up shit by accident. But that's a problem, because it's going to be worse, and it's going to have a lot of heavy damage for all the houses and in all those buildings and all those statues and all those craziness buildings that they're going to have to tear it down. But it's going to be a problem. Or especially the Golden Gate building. Will that happen too? Or the New York City buildings too. Or rest of the kind that will start the war. You know what I mean? They're going to look after Obama. They're going to look after Biden. They're going to look after Putin. That's a problem, because humanity's hope is not good. And the humanity dream is dead. And plus, dreamers are having a lot of problems about Joe Biden. So, in the secret of all, we have to make sure we have to change that routine that we need to continue. We can't continue this shit because everybody else is blaming on the bullshit about those politics. And this is the problem, because all of this, they're going to have to continue to eat all of those people up, like to destroy things with the tanks, guns. Man, there will be a lot of problems, big fella. There will be a lot of problems. It will be like a Black Ops game. There will be a like Modern Warfare games or Vanguard. Man, it's going to be fucked up right there if they have to deal with this country to destroy each other. But we have to find out what God thinks, because if God thinks that America is a abusive country, then they should warn what's gonna happen in the future. You know what I mean? And then hopefully they're not gonna be endorsed to start World War III. And then I'm pretty sure all the sports and all those kindnesses would be canceled because of World War III. And I'm hopefully it's going to happen because things are going to get worse. And we don't know World Cup is going to be around this year. So we'll have to find out if it's still continues to go up or down. You know what I mean? Banning all those bank sanctions and all that, it's going to start a civil war or World War III. You know? Things is going to be worse. But if you're watching this video, there will be a lot of accidents. And there will be really worse that can make lots of pain. The pain of the worst, the pain of the hours. You know what I mean? I understand this is America because I heard the song about Jack Childs Gambino, but I know there has been school shootings and all that, but right now there is going to be a lot of attackers from World War III. They can start it. You know what I mean? And then hopefully it's going to be a wrong way. So make sure, take care of all your precautions when you're in the World War III. If you're at home, stay safe and stay precaution. You know, if there's army soldiers going on around the area, make sure all the army people go shoot in the mountains or different city, because we don't want that to happen here or in Apple or whatever. It can be around each state, and that's it. I don't want that to happen. All right. Okay, so hopefully this might be a good the start of World War III expectations. Besides all this political minds that we've been starting up between Putin and Zelensky. Zelensky is in trouble, so make sure you kill Putin in Russia, because it's been in really serious. I've been having really serious shit since 2012. And it makes me angry when you see Putin to take over as a Russian president. It makes me angry. Especially when they have Donald Trump or Joe Biden. But I thought Joe Biden, he was better. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. He's trying to build back better, and then the high gas prices keep going higher up. But he isn't Ronald Reagan. He's something else. You know? He can be a terrorist or something. You know? He can be something that's going to be really worse. You know what I mean? I just can't stand how many presidents they were getting involved in the attack from the World War III. And that's the problem. Well, and that's it. So just keep an eye on some good news and some bad news about America. So, well, the good news is, hopefully they're going to keep up standards for all the good people that we need to salute for the civil rights and all that. Bad news is, World War III is going to be bad. But hopefully a lot of people, they don't have to kill each other. If you guys kill each other, there is a problem. And we can fix that problem from the civil rights movement. And that's it. Like Martin Luther King said, don't separate when you start from anger. Try use your own force without your own statement of the law. If you have a dream to think about the future. And that's it. That's what the 60s says, you know, you want to make this shit better. Just don't listen to the negatives, you know. Hopefully they will go away for the next few years. So don't worry about World War III. We'll worry about 2026 or 2027 and see what happens until the World War III ended. And we don't know which country they would end up and been polluted by the Americans or whatever. So we'll still have to find out and see what happens for the last country dies. So this is Ezequielized. Keep it Odyssey. Keep it real.